Hi there. I'm just doing a little video on what is in my hospital bag. So I am 37 and a bit weeks pregnant. Currently balancing on one of those little pregnancy balls because nothing else is comfortable. And I'm very much over being pregnant. I have swollen everything. My feet are horrendous. I will not show you them, don't worry. But yeah, I'm just going to go through what I have in my hospital bag. It's a bit of a combination of bits I found online that seemed helpful and speaking to some friends to get some sort of practical advice because I am an overpacker. I will always overpack. You'll probably see things in this bag and think, well, she really need that. The answer is probably no. What I'll do is after I've given birth, I'll do a follow-up video and I'll let you know what was actually useful and if there was anything that I missed that I thought would have been good. So I'll do that as a sort of follow-up. I'll also do another little video on what I've got for the baby's bag, which is much cuter than what I have for mine. Mine all seems to be about minimising leakage, and the baby stuff is just cute, like little baby outfits. So it's going to be a very different vibe of video. So yeah, I'll just start pulling stuff out of my bag and letting you know what it's about. First things first, giant water bottle. This is usually with me anyway, so that'll just get added in at the last minute. But a bottle with a straw is apparently quite helpful. Yep, next up we've got a little portable fan. If I'm feeling too hot and bothered, this is like a little foldy one. I just got it off of Amazon. It's a nice to have. Have a toiletry bag. Now, try to keep it as like minimal as possible, using miniatures and little bits, but I very much like to have like a clean face, so I think that after giving birth as well, like maybe getting a wee shower, wash my face, I'm going to feel a lot more human. So I've got a little toiletry bag. I've not got any makeup with me. I don't know if I'm going to bother, if I'm honest. I think that I would rather just have like a clean face for getting home, but we'll see. I might change my mind. And I have these cute little bags that one of my friends gifted me at my baby shower, and it's full of odds and sods, so I'll go through what's in this. We have one of these squeezy bottles that are to help you go to the toilet after you've given birth, to fill it with water and scoosh. So I was kindly gifted that as well by one of my friends. What else have we got in here? I feel like Mary Poppins, I'm just pulling things out. We've got some breast pads, again minimising leakage. I have a TENS machine that I borrowed from one of my friends. I'm actually going to leave this out because this weekend I was planning to do this anyway. I need to figure out how it works because I've only ever tried to use a TENS machine once before. I have endometriosis and endometriosis, and I was trying to figure it out while I was in a lot of pain and I could not figure it out. So this is a different one anyway. But I'm going to sit and try and work it out this weekend so that when I do go into early labour, which is when this is most useful apparently, that I'll know how to work it, because I don't want to wait until I need to try and figure it out. I'm going to leave this out. In fact, I'll just pop this down here. Okay, I have got some sleep aids for if I end up in a ward or if I end up somewhere noisy. I'd like to try and avoid sort of disruptions. So these little earplugs, you can just pack them on Amazon, but these are the ones that I liked when I was offshore. They're really comfy and they work quite well. And then a lovely wee sleep mask. I cannot remember where I got this one, but it was probably Amazon as well, if I'm honest, guys. I have some novelty socks from my mother, Keep Calm and Push. And then I've got some headphones. I'm not really sure if I'm going to need these, if I'm honest. I think it's more likely we're going to be using speakers during the birth, and then afterwards I don't think I'm going to need it, but they're small and I'll just throw them in the bag just in case. Did say I was an overpacker, yeah. Then I've got some little carrier bags, I think just for any like clothes that are dirty or like any wee bits and bobs. I think these are quite handy just to have. One of my friends recommended just to throw some in the bag in case. And last thing I've got in my little goodie bag here just a little notepad and pen. I was probably a bit sentimental maybe. I was thinking it might be nice to like write something down for the baby, like on the day that I give birth or something, like something for me to remember or something for them to remember or look back on. So yeah, that's what's in that chunk there. Next up I have these reusable perineal ice packs. They also double as heating pads as well. Again, off Amazon. One of my friends recommended them, but I'm not actually sure how they'll work practically in terms of, I think you need to like have them in the freezer to use them. So do I rock up to the birthing centre with like a cool bag with my cool packs? I'm not entirely sure. Or if these are maybe going to be more useful like to stay at home, and when I come home I can use them. I think that might be the case. I'll maybe decide on these ones. They might stay at home rather than come with me. Right, we've got some water wipes. I've actually got a load of these around the house for the baby. Apparently these are quite nice. They're like 99.9% water. But I thought just even for myself, if I'm looking to freshen up, they could be quite helpful. I have some stylish disposable pants. And then I have some of these maternity pads. These were actually the ones that were included in the baby box. But I have a funny feeling, they just kind of remind me of how the pads used to get in like vending machines back in the day in toilets that were always like giant nappies and they were just never any use. I don't know why, I've just got a feeling these are going to be like that. So I have backups that I'm going to leave in the car in case. Alright, I have a maternity bra. Now, a nursing bra, sorry. I got this one out of Marks and Spencer's in a pack of 2, and the lady was so helpful at helping me figure out what would work for me. It's super comfy, it actually looks really nice on. So I was really chuffed. I was kind of all over the shop, I didn't know what to look for, but in store they were really helpful, and I was actually surprised they had something maternity in store, because that's been a bugbear of mine throughout pregnancy. I've not been able to just go into a shop and try stuff on. Everything's order online, which I cannot be bothered with. Alright, I've got some fluffy socks, some changes of underwear. I'll not show you those. And then I went and bought these period pants out of Primark. They're gigantic, but they are sort of super absorbent, which I thought, again, there's going to be fluids, I'm going to have lots of different pads and options and disposables, but I thought they would be quite good as well, so I've got them as an option. Then I have a lovely wee cosy dressing gown. I love a dressing gown. I've actually went for a short one for a wee change. I would normally go a lot longer for the house, but for the hospital / birthing centre, I've just went for like a little one. It's just about my home comforts. Whether I'm hot or cold, I tend to just want a dressing gown on anyway. So I've got that. I then have a little short pyjama set out of Primark as well. A lot of the things that I kind of nipped in and bought have either been Primark or Amazon, to be honest, because there's a high probability that some of this stuff will get ruined or won't be needed after the fact. So I've got these super comfy PG shorts, which come with a button top, which is what I was after for nursing. This is going to be a lot easier if they have to get on and do any monitoring and things like that, so I have that set there. I also have some little flannels, face cloths. I thought, one, if I want to freshen up, or 2, if I want like a cold compress in my head, so that's all good. I know the hostel likely have towels and things like that, but they're quite soft and nice, so I just thought I'd treat myself. I have a bikini top. I'm hoping to give birth in a birthing pool in a birthing centre. So if all goes to plan, that'll be great, but obviously there's not much need in bottoms for this situation, so. I also have a pair of flip-flops just for kicking about in or going to the showers. And then finally, oh not finally, there's more, gosh. There is a joggy set. Now I'm defaulting back to my goth days, all black, but I think for staining and for any sort of leaking, then black is safe. I've got a really comfy hoodie that zips up, and so again for feeding and things like that could be quite easy. And for the bottoms, I went for like a giant pair of joggers with a drawstring. For if any reason I need to get a C-section or anything like that, it's going to give me plenty of room, nothing too tight on my belly anyway. So yeah, that was my kind of thought process behind that stuff. A couple more bits here. So I have printouts of my birthing plan. I just found a template from the NHS website and filled it in. I've also went through it all with my midwife, and it's all in my Badger app. And I've scribbled like birth preferences for my husband as well, just shorthand ones, so that he's got that if he needs it. And then finally I have some affirmations that I wrote down from my hypnobirthing book. I don't know if I will use them, if I'm honest. I think it's probably going to be that I'll pick one or two that actually kind of relate to me and I'll stick with them. But I am keen to give more of the hypnobirthing a go. That's me now on my mat leave. And I want to kind of focus now on prepping for the birth and prepping myself in the house. So I'm in full nesting mode. I'll maybe give you guys an update on what I've done with the room and where everything's going now for the baby. And then I have here a couple of heat pads. I have a plug-in heat pad and then a little hot water bottle. For myself, I really find heat soothing, especially for like my back and things like that. So for early labour, I think they'll be helpful. Maybe not so much for going to the birthing centre, so I might leave them. We'll see. But we've got those. Now, this, I know this is excessive, I'm very aware. I have a couple of books. I know I'm not going to read 2 books. I probably won't even pick up a book. But if I'm going anywhere, I'm taking a book with me. And, I could be there for a while with nothing to do and want to read. So I've got like an old favourite one that I've reread loads of times. And then I've got Giovanna Fletcher's Happy Mum, Happy Baby that was given to me by my mum. So yeah, I doubt I'm going to read them. I know that, but I want them with me. They're like my comfort blanket. Alright, we have over here a pair of Crocs. These are usually inside Crocs, they do not leave the house. But on this occasion they're going to go for a wee adventure. And they're about all that fits my feet right now. So this is the final thing. So I have basically an overflow bag. The midwife kind of advised, take a bag for like a night, so when you're just in and out, and then throw an extra bag in the car that's just got some extras in case you need it, some extra wee changes. So I've got a big towel in case I need it. I have a nightie that buttons down the front as well. And then I have another pair of pyjamas which are super cozy, like the softest material. These are just Primark ones as well. And they're vest tops, so again, for feeding, I've tried to keep that in mind for all the things I've been buying. I've got a couple more pairs of those period pants. Some comfy leggings. This is the second bra from the Marxie's nursing set. They're actually really nice. I'm quite chuffed with them, to be honest. I've got some changes of underwear and some more fluffy socks. Then finally I have some more disposable underwear. Some more pads. These are like giant night pads. I think they're going to be more useful, to be honest, than the ones that were in the baby box, but they'll be in the car if I need them. And more breast pads. So yeah, I think that's everything. What I'll do is in the description box I'll include a list of all the different things that I've got here, because I've just used like a little tick list, and as I've went and filled up my bag, I've ticked off the list. So yeah, it feels like it's a lot of things. I think when I try and repack this all, I'm going to realise that even more. But I'd rather kind of have it handy, have it in the car, than have to have my husband like drive back and forth to the house for any reason or drive to the shops. So we shall see. I'll put up a follow-up video and let you guys know what I actually found useful, and if there was anything that I was missing that I think would have been good, I'll definitely include that as well. So yeah, that is what is in my hospital bag. And next video I will do what is in my baby's hospital bag, because that's going to be much cuter. It's much nicer and I won't need to say leakage as much, because that was gross, apologies. But that's just the practicalities of factoring in labour and childbirth, the miracle that it is. But yeah, it's the reality. So I'm pretty happy now. I'm going to just make sure this is all sorted, zip it all up, and that's it, good to go. And when the baby's good to go, we'll be sorted. Right, well, thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful for you, and I'll make sure I include that list down below. Right, thanks guys.